Hey there, welcome to another week. I hope you made it through the challenges of last week, and you're going to see what this week holds. We start with some energy still struggling to flow. As we're looking at these aspects in here and we're looking at what's going on, we're spending a lot of time reflecting, more, some of us more than others. As we're spending these times to reflect, it's really coming from this place where we really need stability. And in order to receive that stability, what we're seeing is we're having to go very deep into our own beliefs, our own spirituality, consciousness, anything you could imagine. We are questioning all of it. Again, for some of us, deeper than others. This is a really, really good time to uh, allow yourself the time to reflect. Look at this. This is all reflecting. We've got this opportunity for finding our stability through reflecting on some of these other things we're seeing here, right? We've got Pluto here in the eighth house. This is all about those awesome metaphysical, deep consciousness conversations and engagement with other people and learnings this way. And just that exchange is mentally stimulating. And that's where we look up here. We've got, again, this undertone of spirituality with all that Pisces. And this is like literally how we're showing up in the life, right? And you bring that back, and we're looking at how this is all reflecting. And we do have a little bit down here that's below the horizon here, telling us, these are the areas that we're keeping private and reflecting on. We're planting new seeds in our day. Again, we have this opportunity here with this Scorpio of going deep. And then when you look here, we've got Leo that wants to take action, especially with this Mars. But Venus, she's like straight up like, what? No, this is so much work. No. But look at where this is at. It's all that short term experiences, early life experiences, and it's coming up in this reflection area, right? So I invite you to really look at where you can be creative, who you can engage with this week, and how you can express and show up to create this experience of reach that you have, of finding a more stable future for yourself through better understanding and consciousness. Okay, so that is literally the theme for the week and the beginning. Now, as we start looking towards the rest of the week, right away up front, our moon pops over into the 11th house. And when we see the moon pop over in the 11th house, it's partnering up with Aries. This is all about, again, connecting with people. And when you are connecting with people in this manner, just be aware that it's in Aries, right? Aries is action, including reaction. So keep that in mind when you're engaging with others. You definitely want to be engaging with others, though. That's what we're seeing here with this trine, right? And this Leo and this Aries is like, yeah, let's do it. And so take the time to do it, right? And this is like on Monday and Tuesday. And when we come into Wednesday, really a lot comes up here into the 11th house. 11th house just got real, right? Now we're going, okay, we are seeking stability through these friendships, these communities we belong to. And we still are having this desire of like some of this Pisces energy, some of this deep thinking, but it's private at home. We have some higher level thinking, bringing some logic into how we're processing things, we're reflecting. So as you're going through all this, know that a lot of the energy this by Wednesday has moved into earth energy. And so when we're moving into this earth energy, we've got complements of air, we've got that over here. We've got complements of fire. We've got complements of water, but really focused on earth. So as we're looking at that, keep in mind that the challenge that's going to come up is this second house, which is all these monetary concepts, right? The paycheck, the things we buy ourselves. You might have a desire to go on a spending spree to create that beautiful environment, and you're going to have the energy to rearrange everything to make it happen. I kid you not, I already did that just yesterday and today. Uh, and Amazon loves me this week, and so does UPS. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, I spent that time and energy and effort of these monetary concepts into all of this flow I'm seeking and this stability I'm seeking. And I'm putting that into my home environment. So it's a very literal example of how this worked out for me. And so look at those concepts and thoughts. Know that you're engaging with a lot of people, and that interaction is really important right now. Sharing ideas, sharing creativity, having these conversations. As we move into Friday and start approaching the weekend, our moon drops over here into Gemini, which is always a fun one. The Gemini comes from logic and the moon wants to feel it. So when you're looking at this, there's this really nice balance actually where you can harness some transition and some opportunity here to make some change coming at you or from you. And this is in partnerships, but it also is working with the way you're communicating. So you could see this in some communication styles. You do see we've got some squares going on as we walk into the weekend. And as we do come into this weekend, I'm not going to lie, that tension we were experiencing last week, it perks back up in here. And it's like, man, I only got a couple days reprieve. What the heck? But that's literally what happened, right? And now we got a couple days of reprieve to make you feel like things were going to be okay again. And our planets start to disagree again. Everyone is struggling for who's talking the loudest, who's going to be the boss here. So the question is, what is it going to be, right? Are you going to release yourself into expanding into these other cultures and philosophies and religions and experience and consciousness and all those things? Are you going to spend the time to reflect and process and see how this fits into these categories in your life? Are you going to spend some time here struggling with not spending all of your savings? Or maybe it's the exact opposite, right? Maybe you go gangbusters and throw everything in savings. This is definitely a money thinking thing, and balancing that with having fun with your friends and going out and being able to process it and do the learnings you need to help you expand. So as we're looking at all of this, think about that and how this week is going. It's going to be a pretty strong energy for many of you, actually. It's just because the overwhelming triggers are the same and consistently. And so, again, you see this into Saturday, and then we'll go into Sunday next week.